Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak at the Economic Times CIO on the Google Cloud event. I am going to be talking about our transformation story at HSBC Technology. How does an organization with a 153-year-old heritage respond to the needs of the customers in the modern era where customer expectations are changing so fast? How do we bring agility to such an organization and also use the power of the heritage it has? That is the topic for today. I'm going to take you through a presentation which you will be able to see with me through this conversation. Firstly, a few facts and figures about us as a bank. HSBC Bank is a global universal bank. We have an unparalleled network operating across 66 countries and territories that actually account for 90% of the global GDP. We have 235,000 colleagues across these countries, and we have over 39 million customers. We won several awards as the most innovative investment bank of the year, and we are the top global trade kind of finance bank. Our story actually starts with publishing a manifesto of what we really about, what our purpose is. We spent about a year trying to craft this and learning from many organizations, particularly the more new age technology organizations. And we come together and have put together a manifesto with a massive transformative purpose. The massive transformative purpose is together we will transform the world's banking experience. We have kind of published that manifesto in booklet form. It's also available on the web. So if you type in HSBC Technology Manifesto, you'll be able to read this kind of short document. This is a very bold and aspirational ambition to transform the world's banking experience. I think we are taking it pretty seriously given, I think, the contribution we make in the countries we operate and the customers who deal with us both in retail and commercial banking and also investment banking. What does this really mean in practice? What does transformation of the world's banking experience mean? We are anchoring it on three simple statements. One is to make the banking experience simpler, better, and faster. To make it safe and secure. And to make it easier for people to manage their money and for companies to do business. It's obviously far more than that in terms of how do you do that. The rest of the presentation is the story of how we are progressing on this journey to achieve this massive transformative purpose, which is to transform the world's banking experience. Now, to begin with, we needed to really focus on having a very clear technology strategy that is in tune with the modern era of banking. So, technology strategy that you see on the slide is really focused on removing constraints to growth. So, technology team and or the platforms or services we provide are never the constraints to our business for growth. With removing the constraints, build the drivers of growth, the technology capabilities that are directly required to enable drive growth in our businesses. In order to enable a differentiated global business, to provide global platforms that enable differentiated propositions given market needs and customers' needs. And then importantly, protect our customers and business so they can rely on us to keep their information safe from compromise. Now, this long-term four-part strategy is anchored by 10 different dimensions that is outlined on this page. I'm not going to refer to all of them, but I want to pick out a few. Technology aspects, starting with providing an integrated, secure colleague and customer experience. In other words, a mobile-first strategy. Everything that we are able to operate and be able to provide to our customers following a mobile-first strategy. That is then backed up by a significant amount of work around the APIs, application programming interface ecosystem. We want to be the leaders in building a global API ecosystem, particularly in the era of open banking. That is then supported by a very robust strategy around data, which is putting data and artificial intelligence to work to understand our customers' needs. These three, mobile first, global API ecosystem, and making data and AI work for our customers, is anchored by two fundamental foundational technological aspects. Those two fundamental technological aspects are migrating data and services to the cloud. I'm going to talk about our partnership with Google later on in this presentation. That is a fundamental anchor to actually realize these ambitions. And then protecting our customers and our company from cyber threats. So cyber security is an integral part of our architecture and our technology strategy in order to enable us to protect our customers and their requirements. Now see these five anchors: mobile first, a global API ecosystem, data and AI working for the benefits of our customers on a internal and external cloud foundation with a clear focus on cyber security are the fundamental tenets of our technology strategy. It's not just about technology. Clearly to do this we need to transform our talent by increasing our capability. We also need to embed new ways of working in our technology teams in the business, and we also have to have a very inbuilt innovation mindset in our organization. So I'm going to talk about those aspects in the rest of the presentation, because these key dimensions are a fundamental requisite for agility in an enterprise such as HSBC. Now, how do you approach this particular transformation in an organization with 153 years of heritage, and how do you bring modern ways of doing technology change to such an organization? Now, in the industry there has always been schools of thought around bimodal IT, two-speed IT, which in other words actually says that it is possible to do agility in some of the more modern aspects of technology such as mobile development, etc., but it isn't really possible to do that on heritage technologies. And I emphasize the word heritage as opposed to legacy, because legacy seems to have had a bad connotation in the industry. Heritage is something we're always proud of. And there has been a view held that it isn't really possible to be agile on heritage solutions, systems and technologies such as product systems that run on mainframes or I-series platforms, etc. Now we don't buy into that, and we believe that heritage is really important and you have to build on heritage. It is really important from a people point of view that you don't leave those people behind. These people are really proud of what they've done over the years, their contribution is, and we have to make sure they are assisted and helped to come and be part of this journey as we go into the modern era of technology. So we did a lot of work around ways of working. We did a lot of work on measuring and improving, and we also done a lot of work on people and culture. So I'm going to talk about each of these in the next few slides. So building on our heritage, how do you think about this particular dimension differently from what maybe even was prevalent 5 or 10 years ago? So from our colleague point of view and our customers' expectations are fairly simple. They want solutions, services, products that work and they're reliable. It's available and it's stable. It's natural and it's conversational, and it actually knows me. And you can understand why our technology strategy is based on making sure these things are emphasized in the systems and solutions we deliver. From a colleague point of view, we are emphasizing a number of dimensions. That means we have to reinvent ourselves into the new world. We have to unlearn and relearn new skills. We need to change our mental model. We need to challenge our assumptions. We need to learn new skills. We need to have an innovation mindset. Don't be afraid to try. We need to think like a product owner, think like a customer. So to enable this, we have provided a significant technology foundation on the aspects I've referred to before, around mobility, around API ecosystem, around data and artificial intelligence, around cyber security, around cloud, all of them anchored on heritage technologies we have built over the years. So far we actually covered the manifesto, our 2020 technology strategy, and our approach to transformation and building on heritage. The other really important dimension that was a key part of this transformation was ways of working. And this is quite a multidimensional aspect in itself. So we have 34,000 colleagues in technology worldwide, and we reorganize them in terms of DevOps pods. A pod is typically a team of 10 or 12 people that emphasizes a particular product or a particular aspect of a product. We have created the infrastructure in terms of the pipelines that the people use and the tooling infrastructure that supports them. So we have given our technologists, our engineers, a lot of tools to actually build software, verify that software in terms of security vulnerabilities, in terms of code quality and so on. We've also given them tools to automate a number of aspects of the pipeline. So 90 plus DevOps tools that have been implemented across a number of different technology stacks, whether it is the mobile platform or the desktop platform or the heritage platforms that include our mainframes and iSeries, for example. And we're really emphasizing the DevOps teams to have ownership of the product that they deliver to their customers in various markets. So the build it, we run it philosophy. We have a number of partner colleagues from different companies who actually are co-located with us at our technology centers across the world, particularly in India. We are based out of Pune and Hyderabad, and they actually are working with us in this particular fashion. We've also spent quite a bit of effort in our integration with our business colleagues across the world. For agility, it's really key that the business and technology teams see it as one, to be able to plan the requirements and the delivery of those requirements in many releases through the year. So we've created deep relations with business and technology teams. We've emphasized the role of the product owner, and that product owner is an integral part of these pods, and we advise them on product strategy and technology innovations to improve agility and delivery cadence to our customers. So everyone has got a common goal because everyone understands the context. This is probably one of the most significant undertakings. We are probably the best example of global distributed agile and DevOps in financial services across the world. We have made sure that no particular product area, no particular technology area is not included. So everyone is part of this journey, everyone is part of this transformation journey so far. Measurement is really important to say how we are actually tracking this. And we are adopting a philosophy based on Shunya. For Shunya, for those of you who are actually from Indian heritage, means zero. We are emphasizing three different aspects of zero. As you produce software, which is fundamentally what we do for our customers, those software that are in the hands of our customers, we have to think as engineers and technologists in HSBC in terms of zero defects, zero vulnerabilities, and zero outages. In other words, if you are the customer of the software that you produce, would you actually buy that software and use it yourself? If the answer is yes, then probably the software is good enough for use by customers. If the answer is no, it is not yet ready for our customers. So we have developed a meta-engineering platform called Shunya. So our engineers actually get a dashboard in real time. It tells them the status of their bills, it tells them the status of their quality, it tells them the number of vulnerabilities in their software, it tells them about the security and technology debt that the software has and is being created. And it also gives them lots of other information around how frequent are the releases, how many incidents have been caused, what's the read time to deploy, and so on. Implementation of this meta-engineering platform is a global undertaking, and we are well on with that. And it gives a real perspective, a real window on the day-to-day performance of our pods and our engineers as they develop software. Ways of working and measurement and the technology infrastructure are key parts of our transformation. But the most fundamental part is about our people, their culture. Our CEO, John Flint, talks about creating the healthiest human system in our industry. Our people are very diverse. They come from different cultures and backgrounds. So we actively have a program addressing different dimensions of helping our people grow and develop, ranging from recruitment on one end of the spectrum, where we combine the best people with the right opportunities. We ran a very powerful graduate program from top tier institutions in India. We ran a program to actually get particularly women folk who have left the industry for good personal reason to come back into work. So a program called Take Two, which is highly successful. We also have a number of global techno-functional leadership roles now operating out of HSBC Technology in India. We have invested a lot and continue to invest in developing and continuous learning of our people. One of the things I am really proud about is we have an architecture program for women. When I started life in this industry all those years ago, we had hardly any women in technology, leave alone women architects. Our Unicorn program is a program that actually encourages women to take up architecture in technology as a profession, and it's highly, highly successful. We also run a number of events like Code Grind, which is a hackathon, where people participate and actually provide solutions for real business problems. Our manifesto is deliberately bold and has got an aspirational vision. And we continuously collaborate and communicate on the manifesto through various things like technology fests and summits, and create a culture of freedom with responsibility and trust with empowerment. So this is a journey, and we are about 2 years into the journey, but obviously this journey never completes, and hence the manifesto has got such a bold ambition. All that is very well, but in terms of what this actually means in terms of business outcomes, here are some examples of what we've actually delivered over the last couple of years. For instance, in our retail banking and wealth management franchise, we are now the largest biometric bank across the markets we operate in. We actually have created a P2P payment service in Hong Kong and SimplyPay in India. There are examples of such innovation in commercial banking, where we are the world's first trade finance transaction using blockchain, and in India's first cross-border payment in all digital form using blockchain. And in global banking and markets, which is our investment banking franchise, we have settled greater than 3 million forex transactions using distributed ledger technology. So these are real examples of agility with heritage, delivering new services in a modern way to our customers. We have been recognized globally for our efforts. So our CIO actually won the CIO 100 Global Award. In India, we won 3 different awards last year for business transformation and also as a transformation catalyst at NASSCOM. So this is a story of Agile with heritage, which is entirely possible and doable in a global context such as us. One of the aspects I want to talk about is our partnership with Google. As you probably heard in our technology strategy, adopting the cloud-first principle both internally and externally is a key tenet of our ability to provide customers the services they need. We believe, I think, cloud is a fundamental capability we need to actually transform the world's banking experience. And we have been working with Google for over a couple of years, and we are influencing and leading the way together on cloud adoption, working closely with regulators and our industry partners. For instance, our HSBC's pilot machine learning projects actually run on the Google Cloud platform. We have been exporting applications and data workloads onto GCP since then, and a couple of really real-life examples are the daily liquidity reporting, which prior to moving on to the Google Cloud platform would have taken a long time, is now being able to deliver in minutes, and which is now live across 10 countries in the world. We also done some work on anti-money laundering as another use case, and using Google BigQuery as a data warehouse for real-time money laundering analytics. This is clearly helping us to identify potential cases faster and more accurately and dealing with that, which actually is the basis of keeping our customers' information safe and secure and protecting them from threats from the markets we operate in. So our relationship with Google is extremely strong. We have learned from each other over the last couple of years and adapted our approach in order to be able to provide a seamless service to our customers. And it's a big part of our manifesto commitment and ambition to transform the world's banking experience. Thank you.